Did I tell you I made somebody cry once?
No. Wait, maybe you did.
I did.
Tell me.
Yeah. Well, no, because he's doing that thing that a lot of people do when they start improvising, is they just like, instead of being in the scene with the information that we already have and that is enough, he starts inventing things. Like this was his thing.
And you were like, just stop inventing things.
I was like, stop going over there. The scene is over here. I don't know if like he was sensitive or I was like particularly cunty, but
okay.
And I immediately saw your eyes flip and you're like, cunty.
No, I'm thinking of myself in that scenario.
As the student or the teacher?
As the teacher, because that's what my first worry is.
Oh, okay.
When I think back on teachers I had that were men, that's usually what it is that I'm thinking of.
Because we're stupid.
They don't worry if they're being a bitch.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And
that's
I don't know how many
true.
of them were gay.
Yeah.
We don't envision straight men as that guy's being mean to me.
Well, because we don't have this expectation like we do of like women or even some gay men of them being like nurturing and kind and mothery, which is an unfair expectation.
Yeah.
For women.
Almost anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
To expect that from anybody.
Especially.
That's not your mom or something?
That's not your mom. And especially in like a theater environment where it's not even like there's a premium on being mean. It's like living in New York. People aren't mean. They're just busy.
Yeah, yeah.
They're just busy. They don't have time for you. You don't have time for them. And we all figure out how to like pass each other on the street without killing each other.
Yeah. I remember I miss sometimes how unemotional I could be there and nobody cared.
Yeah, yeah. Me too, actually.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Scrolling through my feed, all I see is bullshit. Fake news, clickbait, gotta sift through all of it. Oh. Like share, retweet, trying to keep up with the trends, but it's all just a facade, man, it's all pretend. Online bullshit, that's all it is. You say you're living large, but I know it's just a myth. Online bullshit, can't you see? We're all caught up in the nonsense, it's time to break free.
Do you know what a paracosm is?
No.
Oh, no. Word of the day then. Okay.
I was like a cosmic.
It is like a world.
In the sky.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the sky of one's imagination.
Ooh.
I'm going to look it up on the Googs and then just read the AI definition because it's pretty good.
Oh my God. I love the AI stuff these days.
Honestly,
it's doing pretty good.
Oh, I like it.
You guys, this is the beginning of the end.
I know. Yep. I'm already dead inside.
Well, that was never a question.
I love how Katie had
held
her
up
drink.
my drink.
She's like, well, that was never a question. And then she just like takes a big glug of her water. Awesome.
Bothered me with something interesting.
Okay, so AI overview of a paracosm. A paracosm is a detailed and elaborate imaginary world, often created in childhood, that can include its own geography, history, and even languages. These private worlds are highly personal and can provide a sense of meaning and consistency for their creator, who often develops a strong emotional connection to it. Paracosms can be a source of great creativity, but in some cases, may also become a form of psychological escape that can lead to dissociation. I always want to call it disassociation, but it's just dissociation.
Yeah, when you read all the letters.
Yeah, if they become difficult to control. And then we have some characteristics of a paracosm: detailed and elaborate, developed in childhood, strong emotional connection, internally consistent. The creator often takes pride in the world being systematized and consistent, distinguishing it from mere fantasy. Examples of a paracosm is the world of Pandora, an Avatar that was created supposedly by James Cameron when he was a teenager.
Supposedly.
Oh, was created by James Cameron supposedly when he was a teenager.
Okay, so that was his paracosm.
That was his paracosm. Have you ever had a paracosm? Like when you were growing up or anything?
I really wasn't an imaginative kid. I always think that, but then I'm like, there was a point in time where I told my parents that I knew that they adopted me.
Yeah.
I want you to know my parents did not adopt me.
Yeah.
Look and act just like them.
Yeah, but I've seen your mom.
But I was like, no, I know who my real parents are.
Yeah.
And they were like, who are your real parents? And the reason I remember this is because my grandma wrote the story down on the back of a Polaroid or something to be like, this is when Katie told us that her real dad's name is Shep.
Shep?
Yeah.
I love that name.
I didn't even think
Uh-huh.
that was a real name. I thought I made that up, and now I'm like, there are actual people named Shep.
It's like such an old school kind of guy name, actually.
I think I got it from the TV.
You must have. From a
But-
70s show, I bet. Because that's when it was like big in the 70s.
Really?
People were always like Shep or whatever. There was always a Shep around. Like how now there's always like a Cravenly. There's always a Shep.
What's a Cravenly?
Well, you know those names that they have, like, you know.
Yeah, Tragedy. Have you seen that?
Tragedy,
Reddit?
Chickenly. I don't know. You can just put a Lee at the end of anything.
But like making something up, that's just fucking weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not even just make up something that's good.
Someone on a podcast said the people that the Kardashian kids hang out with.
Uh-huh.
I guess one time Kim like captioned the photo who all the kids were.
Oh, yeah?
Which, why is she doing that? But one of them was named like Edit.
Like children? Tiny children?
Yeah.
Oh, she's such a dumbass.
Because her kids are named Chicago, Psalm.
Yeah. Psalm? Psalm.
From the Bible.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's actually a pretty name, Psalm.
Kanye was going through a Jesus is King phase or whatever.
Of course he was.
I guess like her kids have weird names, but they're normal. And then like next to some of the other kids, it was like, oh no, those kids have weird names.
Oh, like Edit? Like literally Edit?
And I don't remember if I made this up. I think one of them was named, Lint.
L-I-N-T?
Yeah.
I mean, at least put a D in there so you could like say, no, he's named after the chocolate.
Yeah, Lint.
Lint.
And you could say it with an extra syllable.
Lind.
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 Excuse me, my son is named Lind.
Absolutely.
And I will not leave until you say it correctly.
I swear some people give their children like difficult to pronounce names just so they can do that exact same thing their entire life because they enjoy that feeling.
Can't wait.
Yep. It's going to be so fun. Oh, I can't wait for you to have a baby.
I know.
Yeah, it's going to be so great.
Men,
Yeah. Line up.
do you hear that? I'm going to take out my birth control.
Yeah. The world is waiting for a Mordhorse sire.
Anyways.
Annika.
I thought I had like another set of parents. But it really was just, I think it was like my first improv scene where I don't even remember actually thinking this thing, just maybe trying to make them mad.
Yeah, I
You
love
know?
how your paracosm was an emotionally manipulative alternate childhood.
Yes.
That's what I'm down for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even if I really did have one, I guess I forgot because no memories now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the wages of a difficult childhood.
Yeah.
Amnesia.
Well, look at the satanic panic.
You never know.
You never know what you went through in childhood till you do hypnosis.
True. Michelle remembers, and so does Pepper Trevor.
Okay, another time for Michelle Remembers. I do think we should talk
We
about
should
that.
absolutely talk about
Okay.
that. Okay, so that's the definition of a paracosm. The reason we're talking about this will become clear. Also, I wanted to read a little bit before we begin just about something that's related to a paracosm, which is called maladaptive daydreaming.
Oh
Have you
my
ever heard of that?
God. Yeah, well, sometimes these words come across TikTok and there's something that sounds like that. And I don't know if it is that word.
Yeah.
But you'll hear it and you'll go, oh my God, I do that. Does that mean I have a problem?
Yeah. Yeah. It's part of where a paracosm,
Yeah.
when
Okay,
it
yeah.
becomes maladaptive daydreaming, that's where your paracosm, if you have one, if that's how it manifests itself, becomes a disorder.
Right.
And makes
That
it hard.
makes sense.
So here's maladaptive daydreaming is a behavior where a person spends an excessive amount of time daydreaming, often becoming immersed in their imagination. This behavior is usually a coping mechanism in people who have mental health conditions like anxiety. For some people, this behavior disrupts work, hobbies, or friendships and relationships. And it does tend to affect, who does it affect?
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. exactly, yes.
Most of what you've talked about just makes me like,
Where
it's
she
her.
dreams that there are no trans people.
Well, Harry Potter, the whole world of Harry Potter specifically.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Then if you look, someone pointed out,
Uh-huh.
there are quite a few scenarios in the books where they are basically cross-dressing.
Oh, interesting.
And then
Yeah.
I should show you a clip at some point where she's talking about how her parents thought she was going to be born a boy.
Oh,
And so her whole life, I think they told her that.
okay.
And it's like, maybe all of this is really just like a deeply rooted core wound.
Oh, no.
And
makes
Harry
sense.
Potter, the thing,
Yeah.
is her paracosm or whatever, because she really wasn't going to live in reality.
Yeah. Who wants to do that?
Yeah.
Especially when
and-
you can make billions off of your imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I think any rich person, when they get too rich and have nothing to do, they just can get a little obsessed with one thing. And it's like, maybe we're starting to see why.
Yeah. Yeah. They start to fester over because they have, nothing else going on. Also, it's interesting, just to follow the J.K. Rowling track a little bit, how she has chosen as her like avatar in the world that she's created a young man.
Oh, yes.
And so I wonder if like maybe there are some gender dysphoria within her that she's in huge denial about, and that's why she feels like
so strongly.
Male to female transsexuals are somehow threatening of her tenuous grasp on her own gender identity.
Oh my God, print it in a book.
I will.
Call somebody.
And then I'll get sued for defamation.
But not really. She's a public figure. It's really hard to prove defamation.
That's true. So, paracosm, maladaptive daydreaming. And I just wanted to throw those out there to think on as we go forward with the tale of Audra Winter, who wrote a book called The Age of Scorpius. This takes us to Book Talk, Katie. Have you ever been around Book Talk?
No.
It's really, they're very nice and they're very supportive in a way that sometimes I don't agree with.
Well, do they embrace new authors?
Oh, absolutely.
Instead of just like, hey, y'all, I picked up this book and I like it and I want to let you know.
Yeah, Brittany is a very avid part of
Book Talk.
Yeah, Brittany Spears and Nancy Grace. Who killed Ellen Greenberg? I wrote a book about it.
Has anybody read it?
It seems to be like the core of Book Talk, as far as I can tell, is authors who are into like fantasy, dark romance, dark fantasy, romantasy.
I see.
Court of Thorns and Roses.
Yes.
That seems to be like the patient zero of what Book Talk means. And so it's a lot of people. Most of them are writers who are self-publishing. And so that's like, it's the support for that. So it's not just like a book club. It's people who want like read and write books in these genres.
Yeah, and they're like, I'm into this genre and I write for this genre. And I'd also like to point out other people who are good in the genre.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, there's recently with Book Talk, there's been a bunch of different scandals, which I think is stretching their ability to be supportive in the way that they want to, because I can't tell you how many videos from book talkers and booktubers that I saw about this where people were like constantly was like, I don't want to be mean. I was like, I don't want to be a bitch. I was like, I want you to do it.
Yeah. You're here to talk about a bad book.
Yeah, but I don't think this is like, they really do want to be supportive. So it's very like,
it's not a trash talking group.
It's not like us is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So like, we're not going to be as nice as Book Talk people. I just want to tell you that right
Welcome
now.
to this side of the internet.
So Audra Winter is a young author. It is a pen name.
Okay.
She has a different real name.
She's a naturalist.
She's like a forester, a forestry person.
Or does she like forage for her food?
No, not like a survivor. She's like one of those people who's like, let's go on the bus, everybody, and I'll take you on a hike. And she'll like point out the natures. The natures around.
She'll be like, do you know what that plant is? I do.
Yeah. And they'll be like, what? And she'll be like, I know. I didn't say I'd tell you.
Exactly.
So she's 22 years old.
Oh,
and yes,
a baby.
She is a bebe. And she has been working on The Age of Scorpius in the world she calls the world of Guardian. Get ready to hear that ad nauseum because she's constant. You'll see.
Okay.
And she's been working on this since she was 12. And so one of her big sort of talking points, I would say, is that she is a writer with 10 years of experience.
Uh-huh.
She has expressed her desire to write exclusively in the world of Guardian now. So some of her early TikToks are like she's been on TikTok since 2018. On 2021, 2022, her content about her world and her planned book start to go a little bit viral. And this is the first one, and she will explain a little bit more about Guardian.
Oh, okay. Because
I
did want to know.
Oh, yes. This is like the first one that went viral with 1.4 million views.
Holy shit.
No, and honestly, it's like she either has this insane view count or it's like 1,000 people. I don't understand it.
I feel like that's common.
Is that okay? All right. Even among people who are viral?
It's probably right now the way TikTok is. Like, I would imagine when she first got 1 million views, perhaps she got a lot of views on every video after that and was gaining a following. Now, I just hear so many TikTokers be like, man, I can't get any views.
Yeah, no, the reason we're talking about this is because it does come into play. The fact that like her views have been like spiky. She'll get a big amount of views and then like not so many and then more, blah, blah, blah. So she's dealing with that too. But here is an intro into the world of not Giardia, which I always want to call it, but Guardian without a U.
I see.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Audra Winter, and I'm the author of a young adult fantasy novel about the zodiac signs. I have worked on my high fantasy world for over 6 years, so here's an introduction to Guardian, my world. It's pretty cool. Everyone in this world has magic, both dependent on their zodiac signs and their parents. Here's a super long and detailed explanation of that. The world's government system is called the Stellarium, and there's one Stellarium for each sign. There's also one designated union for every sign: Conviction, Societal, Insidious, and Atarchic. Each of these unions occupies a different part of Guardian with their own respective cultures.
Can I just tell you?
Yeah.
I don't like her. She's really annoying and smug. I'll just keep going.
No, girl. Honestly, that's going to be a lot of what we're talking about. Yeah, just keep on going and we'll talk about it.
And I see
get it.
Her name, the world of Guardian.
Although each sign also has a culture of their own. The Age of Scorpius, my debut novel, features a Scorpio Akira who seeks to reverse a code Scorpio is required to follow. And here's what it is about right above. If you're curious to learn more, I am currently querying the Age of Scorpius to literary agents, and you guys can help me by spreading the word. Thank you.
Okay.
So she's annoying. Tell me more.
Her way of making videos, which is to have a voiceover explaining everything, and then show pictures that perhaps she drew, pictures of characters, pictures of the area where they live, etc. She just puts on the screen and then shows herself pointing at it and looking smug.
Oh, she does. She shows herself pointing at it and she's like, yeah,
I made that up.
I did that. She didn't even do any of the drawings or anything.
Oh, she didn't?
No, she.
Yeah, it's not her thing. Her thing is to.
Who knows what her thing is? But her thing is to paracosm, exactly. But no, she actually has, and we'll find out later, she has a team of artists that she uses for all this work.
This is 2021, and she's talking about it like how it's going to come out. So she already has a team?
I think she has a lot of friends who are visual artists that she gets to draw things for her.
Oh, she's got friends.
Yeah, she does. She has friends.
Good for her.
Well, she has friends in the way that Gen Z has friends. They're all online and you never see them and there's no actual relationship.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Sorry, Gen Z. Okay. So yeah, but the thing is, that's the reason that these videos start going viral in terms of on Book Talk, because she's actually doing a really great job of introducing her world in a way. It's super visual.
Right.
And she's got...
And it relates to the zodiac. People like that.
Especially in the Book Talk demographic. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of woo-woo ladies.
Yeah.
Or I imagine ladies who are like the tarot, astrology. So definitely there's a hook.
Yeah.
For that.
Well, it's already fantasy, but then there's something rooted in real people's signs, real things that we can read about our own sign.
Yeah. Yeah. It's easy for us to put ourselves in it because she does have a lot of TikToks where she's it's basically just a flip book of images of each sign.
Yeah.
And what powers you have in the world. They're not verbal. They're just, you have to read them. So I'm not going to play them. We don't have to get into it. It doesn't matter. This is 2.9 million views. And this is the ultimate Audra Winter advertising her book and getting people hooked. and wanting to like explore.
Okay.
So
Self-published the first version when I was 14. Rewrote the first book 3 times. Wrote over 500,000 words for the series in a span of 6 years. I've never counted or like known the word count of a book. So when she's bragging about her book being 104,000 words,
yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
I
actually...
think it's like 400 pages, it said.
Yeah, yeah. Because usually you have writing programs and they'll give you that information automatically.
Yeah, but I don't do that with books, like word counts.
Oh, for a
know?
writer who at this point she wants to give things to an editor, word counts are like important.
That makes sense.
So that does make sense. Like there is a lot of like inside baseball publishing shit that I can't get into because I don't know anything about like publishing books. But anyway, that was a video where I guess it's called The Other 51 from Hamilton. And she's basically showing us all the materials that she has amassed, created throughout these last 10 years, her entire teenagerdom.
Yeah.
In relation to this world and this book series that she plans to write. The reason I show this is because I really think that's the thing that drew people in. It's like, it's super visual. And it's also like the people who are on BookTop are doing the same thing. So they identify, as smug as she seems to be.
Yeah, this is normal, I guess.
I don't know if it's normal, but I think they're able to look past like the obvious attitude problems. Because she's like, oh, she's like us. Like she's obsessed with writing and like graphic novel shit and world building and all that crap. So she's got him hooked. But after this point, we don't hear from her for a while. And apparently, like, her book is done. And her next appearance is when this story, like, officially starts. So she starts in early 2025, starting to market her book again. But she's not going viral.
Oh.
Like she was back in the glory days. Sure.
Can I see how many followers she has?
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll get you TikTok.
153,000.
Oh, okay. And she was like very full of herself about that. But after taking a few years off, obviously the attention drops off. And in order to publish this book now, she's had to start a Kickstarter. Here is her video about her Kickstarter.
Okay. I probably shouldn't be recording this, but I need to put it into perspective. For some people, I think it's important to see both the good and the bad.
Pause. This is what she's written on the top.
Uh-huh.
This is not dramatized. This is genuinely one of the hardest things I've gone through, and I feel as if it's important for others.
As if.
I wouldn't write that. Okay, for others
You
to
wouldn't write a
understand.
lot of the shit that she writes, and so would no other human being who has an understanding of the English language.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay, got it. For others to understand how difficult a writing career can be, even with 10 years of experience.
Yep.
Yes, a genius we have here.
Exactly.
Of talent. I'm an author, right? And it is the hardest part of my life. But it is the most important part of my life at the same time. I am incredibly neurodivergent. And I went through a lot of trauma when I was a kid and when I was a teenager for a lot of different things. And my world became my outlet. My characters became my voice. And this is something that I have worked on so deeply for this long. And I'm losing to the TikTok algorithm. I spent 3 years with a literary agency that had my book in revision. And then at the 3-year mark, when I finally had it done, they dropped me and got me to this point. Which I'm glad I didn't stick with traditional publishing, but if I hadn't, I don't think people realize how difficult it is. I can get comments on every single one of my videos saying, when is this book going to be published? And I have been for 3 years now. And, I wish when I can finally give an answer, I can't I can't get to my followers. My Kickstarter has 26 days left. I cannot publish my book without it because I am a college student and a tour guide who cannot afford to properly self-publish a book in the way that I want to, and the way that I feel like my world deserves. And I feel like it would be doing it an injustice if I didn't. And if I don't make it, I'm back to square one. Like, if I don't make it, I have to put it aside and work on the rest of the series and go back into silence. It's tough, guys. It's not easy being a writer, and this is some of the worst pain that I have been in my life. I went through a lot of tough things, but to be taken down by things that are out of my control, and to be told years and years by writers' communities specifically, when you have a failure, you're encouraged in the industry to just start something else. And I've never been able to do that. And that's just because it means genuinely so much to me. Like, this is a world in a series that I know more than anything. If you stayed this long, thank you. I don't know why I'm making this other than to maybe just put it into perspective as to how hard it is and how much this truly matters to me. Thank you.
At first I thought, hey, maybe you could just get your thoughts together and calm down before you filmed this. And then my lizard brain was like, no, this is what she thinks is going to get views.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's true because she says so much. Like, we're all still so ADHD. You know?
Well, she is also, to be fair, she is, when she says she's neurodivergent, she's autistic and ADHD, which, believe me, we understand.
But she didn't decide to go through and, like, edit out. Like, that's what I do with my videos. I try to make them shorter so that people aren't writing in my comments, like, get to the point. Obviously, your problems are they're not end of the world. They're not real.
Yeah.
Like, it's a problem for you and it sucks.
Uh-huh.
But you're going to be okay.
Yeah. Like, does it merit, what this is happening, does it merit like an ugly cry for minutes upon minutes on TikTok? Unedited.
No.
Raw. No.
Not in 2025.
And also, it's so weird to say that, like, TikTok's algorithm is causing you the most emotional pain you've ever been in your entire life.
Well, it sounds like she worked with a literary agent and then that didn't work out. So she must be upset about the time lost because she could have been marketing herself on TikTok this whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you sign with a literary agent, does it mean that you can't do that? Or do you have an NDA or something?
I think it depends on the agent and the agency. I don't think there's like any hard and fast rules except laws. And
she might have just been like, oh, I'm going to work with them. They're going to market my book.
Yeah. You know what amazes me though? And like in terms of like my tour that I've had through Book Talk, she said that she was with a literary agent and she was in revision for 3 years. And I'm immediately thinking this is a lie. Because I'm like, well, what do you have to revise for 3 fucking years?
Right.
Like, why would anybody sit on something that's done? I feel like they would just get it out as soon as it's publishable. They would be like,
here's some notes.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so, like, unless she was like, I absolutely cannot do these notes. And then she negotiates, I don't know. And maybe that's why she's dropped from them, too.
That's the issue.
You know?
Yeah, she seems to have, as we'll find, some problems taking criticism.
Right.
So it might have been just like a real tough relationship for all 3 years. And finally they were just like, we're sick of you.
Yeah.
Like this is like, you've done nothing to work with us, to collaborate on this. So, but that's an assumption. We really don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Audra fibs.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, and she makes a lot of inconsistent statements. I'm not going to say she's like a liar in the way that we've like covered and talked about just like bald-faced liars on this show so much. But it's just, there's just a lot of stuff about her stories that are suspect and like not exactly what she's saying. So when she says she was with a literary agent, who was it? You don't know with her, and she never gives you details. She just tries to like elevate herself all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so Kickstarter isn't working out and she's having a fucking crash out. All right.
26 days left.
Yeah. But on the same day that she posted that crying video, she's also a witch, by the way.
Oh.
Yes. She's a pagan. She's a Hellenic pagan, which means she like worships and works with like Greek gods.
Oh.
Which is great for her. But so the same day, she posts this.
How it feels to know you're on the edge of changing everything and about to experience the success you've exchanged 10 years of your life for. Sorry, it's also zooming in on her face and I'm creeped out.
Okay.
And so I was like, what?
Yeah, it's a very intense, witchy moment she's having just staring at the camera with text above her.
Yeah. My characters will be seen. My voice will be heard. I am stepping out of my silence.
Yeah.
65 likes.
Yeah, that one didn't get a lot because it's fucking creepy, Audra. Let's just say about 2 weeks later, we get this video.
Hi, TikTok. My name is Audra Winter. I am the author of a young adult fantasy world based around the zodiac signs. And today I am coming to you with a major publication update. For those of you who are not new to my page, you are probably aware that I have a Kickstarter up and running for my book called The Age of Scorpius. The Age of Scorpius is the first book to this much larger series that I have been working on since I was 12 years old, that I have worked in for 10 years of my life now. This is a world that I have put over 10,000 hours of mastery into. This is a world that I think of as soon as I wake up and right before I go to sleep. The reason that I put the Kickstarter out there was in hopes that I would be able to fund the services I needed for self-publishing. I want to put the most quality book that I can out into the world because I know within my heart that this book is ready for the world. I know in my heart that this is the opening. I'm taking down the Kickstarter. Not only am I taking down the Kickstarter, I am moving the Age of Scorpius and its publication date from October to May. I will be self-publishing it. It is a definite. It is going to happen, and it is going to happen by May. I am already in talks with editors. Quite honestly, I'm super honored to be considered by some of the editors who I am looking into hiring. Editors who have worked on very big name books, so I'm not gonna talk about it yet. I've been talking to cover artists, working on looking into illustrations, all of these things for years. I am investing my time not into marketing, but into making this the very best it can be. You will see that Kickstarter be deleted within 24 hours. I'm sorry for those of you that have pledged, but I can promise you that you're still going to get the book. It's just going to take a little bit longer for you to be able to reserve it. I just decided that with as much work and love as I have put into this world, it deserves every single ounce of my attention, and I can do that. If you would like to support, if you pledged on Kickstarter, or you're just somebody passing by, if you're one of my followers seeing this, you have a Ko-Fi page now. It's replacing the Kickstarter link in my bio.
Looking at your face is just like, you actively despise this woman.
No,
and
I
living
don't
for
like
it.
her.
Yeah, she's not particularly
me
likable.
And lisps.
Well, no, the sibilant S's
Yeah.
are fucking killing me. Like, everyone is like a fucking needle to my eye. How do you like that, guy?
And
It's fun, right?
I don't know. I was just going to say, when did they decide to get you speech therapy? Her parents didn't decide that.
Yeah, I really don't know anything about like her childhood or anything like that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But this is going to be mean. But
okay.
when someone has S's like that,
Yeah.
I know they're neurodivergent.
Oh, really?
And
okay.
I also know that they're so far on the spectrum
Uh-huh.
that I can't stand them.
Really?
Yeah.
Simply, have you heard people with like really sibilant S's like that before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right.
It's like the way that they hold their mouth when they speak. And I am thinking of a particular woman at work who's like that. And all we do when we talk to each other is like trade mail. I'm like, this is your mail.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, okay, some of this isn't my mail. And she laughs, and I'm like, this is for your department. It is for your department. It is not for any other department. So I don't know why you would give it back to me.
Did you hear that, everybody? Katie Morthorse hates autistic people.
I have sat and wondered if I don't like them because I am one.
Maybe. No, that's
You know what I mean?
insightful. Yeah, it might be like projecting sort of thing.
Yeah, and like if you mask, right? If I had to learn, whatever. I'm not saying that I'm some kind of victim, okay? I just want to say that.
Yeah.
But if I learned to mask, then I think what I find annoying in people like this is that they didn't learn to do as good as I did.
Yeah. It's almost
Do you know what I mean?
And I know this is wrong. I know what you mean. It's almost like, why didn't you bother?
Yeah.
Like, why do you think you're so great? You can just be yourself all the time, walking around.
Being yourself?
Being yourself, not covering up the more embarrassing parts of your identity.
Yeah. Step into my brain.
Yeah.
I'm trying to please everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, not act like that.
Yeah. Honestly, as a Gen Xer, that really is like one of the most annoying things. It's just like, why do you guys need to feel safe all the time? We were never safe.
Yeah,
and I'm not
and just to like be yourself. It's like we all learned how to be based on what was okay and what was cool and what was unsafe.
We learn like armors and defenses.
Exactly.
You know, I understand. It's like, it's just me being like growing into a boomer in my old age, quite frankly.
No, I know.
Yeah.
And like things change. And now they get to be themselves and everyone's on the spectrum and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You don't have to just pretend like you're not.
Yeah. But we had to actually learn how to like engage and assimilate.
That's
unfortunately.
That's what it seems like. Well, okay. One of my questions was,
okay,
she's taken down the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
She didn't say she's giving the money back. She's not.
Well, the thing about Kickstarter, I learned this from a video, is like you don't get the money if it's not
complete.
If you don't complete the goal.
Where does the money go?
I think it's like held or it's pending in people's banks accounts. And then when it's closed down, it all gets funneled back into their account. Yeah.
I think she should have made that point.
Yeah.
She didn't. She wanted to talk about herself more, it seemed like. Because she was like, you guys who donated to the Kickstarter, you won't get to reserve your book as quickly.
You are going to get flayed.
I'm so sorry.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens on Reddit, girl. All right.
Bring it on.
I'm not against your choice. I'm just telling you.
Yeah. He's looking out for me.
Yeah. Okay. So she's canceling her Kickstarter. And then she conveniently, on her TikTok, has a whole, like, I don't know, like a playlist of every video that has to do with like her publication process going forward. So let's watch some of them we can skip.
I saw that was part of the publication playlist.
Hi, my name is Audra Winter. I am the author of a young adult fantasy series based around the zodiac signs that I've been working on for 10 years, and I am getting ready to publish the first book to the series in May. Here's some things that you guys can expect from me in the next few months. It is going to be very exciting. I have a lot of announcements coming up. In fact, so many that I had to write them down. The first thing that you can expect would be a cover reveal. That should be happening within the next month, I am anticipating. I'm super excited to show you guys. The other couple of things that will probably be announced pretty soon will be the day of pre-orders. So once pre-orders open up, I am also going to open up advanced reader copies. So I will be giving some advanced reader copies out. You'll see more information on that pretty soon. I'm going to start sharing more things from the book. Obviously no spoilers, but lines and some promotional art that I am getting. The map reveal, I have an artist working on that right now. You also will see a website that is going to come up pretty soon. I'm not going to talk about it yet, but it is something I am pumped about, and I think you guys are really gonna like it. And then last but not least, of course, would be the actual day of the release, which will probably be in late May, I'm guessing. That'll depend on my editor and how fast I can incorporate the developmental edits from my editor. I'm so excited to share who's editing my book with you guys.
I'm trying to find a particular thing.
I'm the author of a young adult fantasy series based around the zodiac signs. The first book is coming out in May 2025. And here are some things that I have been working on as an independent author prior to the publication of this book. I have an entire team that I built myself and that I finalized yesterday. I have had to go through 500 art portfolios in 3 days. Some of the art pieces that are in progress and that I've been seeing the progress happen, landscape art that I'm going to start showing pretty soon here, of different places in the world associated with different zodiac signs, emblems representing the 4 unions. The cover is in progress. I will make a video of my reaction to seeing the cover. I will probably cry. The map is also in progress right now, which I'm really excited about because I'm just happy to have a reference after this many years of this all being in my head. My developmental editor is going to start looking over the book. I have been editing 24/7. You'd think after 10 years, I would give it a rest and just hand it over. No, I have a lot of respect for my developmental editor, and she's a really cool person who's worked on really cool things, and I want to make a good impression. After my developmental editor goes through it, I'll be making some edits myself. Following that, I have a copy editor as well, who is going to go through the book again. And then after the copy editor, that is where the proofreader and formatter comes in and basically turns it into a really cool interior. I'm going to be entirely honest with you guys. I calculated the final total the other day. 10,000.
The total what?
I don't know. I have no idea. But she sure likes her numbers.
It must be $10,000 because she's talking about all these people, right?
I don't know if
This person's going to draw this and this person's going to edit this.
Oh, maybe it is $10,000.
I calculated the total the other day, 10,000.
Okay, so just to reiterate, we went from on February 2, she's crashing out over the algorithm and her Kickstarter.
Now it's February 19th.
Now it's February 27th, and she has a team.
A team.
She has a team.
Well, she looked at 500 portfolios of art.
She looked at 500 portfolios, and she's working with, according to her, the developmental editor of the Hunger Games.
Oh, really?
This turns out to be a fib.
Yeah.
But not a lie. It's weird. Well, I'll just tell you now, who she's actually working with is not the developmental editor proper of the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And a developmental editor is like somebody who's like, they do the long game sort of edit. Like, this is where your story needs to go. These are the elements you need to put in. It's not like this word is wrong.
Yeah.
That's your copy editor or your line editor.
Right.
So usually the situation is going to be you have a developmental editor and they're like, here's how we can improve the story and the characterization. And then your line editor goes in and it's just like, okay.
It's like a scaffolding.
Yeah. And it's like the line editor does grammar stuff and is like making sure that your sentences say what you want them to say. And then the copy editor is just like, this line is off by 0.2 centimeters or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's how that works. Because we're going to be, honestly, I know it's boring, but she does talk a lot about like process. Like this whole list, there's gonna be another list.
I see where maybe this is going.
Where?
At the end, it doesn't seem like she had anybody. No editing.
Well, we'll get there. The thing is, yes, you're right, but also it's more complicated than that. That's why this is fascinating, because you just never know, like, what the fuck are you talking about, lady? This is where she's referencing her own viral video from 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hamilton wrote the other 51.
Hello, it's me from 3 years later. This book is going to be published next month in May, late May. And you can get it now, signed hardcover copy on the TikTok shop. I've linked that below. But also, as soon as the cover is finalized, it'll be going up on Amazon for pre-orders. I've already sold about 230 copies signed here on the TikTok shop after less than 2 weeks. And I have a team of 15 artists working behind this book. I have a developmental editor that went through it. I have a copy editor that's went through it. The book went through a literary agency at one point, and then I switched over to self-publishing. But I never stopped working on that book, and now it is ready for the world. So, excited to welcome you to the world of Guardian.
I just want to reiterate. Like, what does she say that she's having a lot of right now?
Artists
and editors, yes. Copy edits, and then she's going to go through it after, and then everybody's going to go through it after that, and it's just like, and then God is going to do a proofread, and then Satan himself.
And this is April 19th.
This is April. Yeah, this is April, and she does eventually end up publishing on June 30th.
Oh, so it's not May.
No, she has to push it back a little bit. She has this habit, which honestly, this does not make her a psycho, of biting off more than she could chew and then having to like push things back. She's always giving herself a real tough deadline, which is like what ambitious people do, but they always like bite themselves in the ass.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm going to change the publish date from October to May. I mean, at first I was like, which year? What do you mean? And she was like, I'm going to make it shorter because that's going to be better.
Yeah.
And I was like, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wanted to give a small update video for you guys because this app has literally flipped my life upside down in a matter of a week. I had to look up on Google the other day if anything like this has been seen before of an indie author selling close to 1,000 signed copies of a debut. And Google showed me my own video.
I was just wondering if anybody's ever sold 1,000 signed copies of a debut.
This begins her obsession with the amount of pre-orders that she gets, because she does actually end up at the end of it getting like over 5,000 pre-orders, which for an unknown, independent, self-publishy kind of author is amazing.
Okay.
People are happy if they get 35.
Things are completely changing for me. I have had to immediately start looking into getting a bigger apartment because there's no way I can store at least 800 books in this one. I need a whole room to do that. I have had to schedule an appointment with an attorney because I now can bring my artist onto royalties, which is really, really exciting because they deserve it. I have had to run around town constantly for the last 2 weeks, getting packing and shipping supplies, printing hundreds of bookmarks and packing hundreds of bookmarks.
What's with the bookmarks?
Okay. I was just thinking, I have to explain something about how she is doing this.
Okay.
So what usually happens when you have an indie author with a book, when they're ready to print and publish, they go to like one of those places that print on demand, or they sell it through Amazon, which does a print on demand thing, and then they take a cut. What she decided to do was to print a large amount of books herself and sell them through the TikTok shop. Mm-hmm. What this does is this gives her way more of the money from the book, because for her to print one of those books, it costs about $4 and she is charging $30. So she gets all of that revenue. Now with the pre-orders, since she's doing it on TikTok shop, so that I believe that the money can come through to her account, she has to say that order has been fulfilled. So the bookmark and whatever else like little swag she's giving is like,
she sends it out.
It's a promise for the future book. She gets to book the money.
Right.
And then she's got to send it out to them. But for TikTok shop, it's fulfilled.
And then she gets the money.
So if she had never sent the book, that order is already fulfilled. She gets to keep that.
Right.
According to TikTok's terms of service.
In the way that she has it set up.
Yeah. So, but what she's done, since she does have all of these pre-orders, she's amassing thousands upon thousands of dollars.
And she has to get a bigger apartment.
Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. She has to get a bigger apartment. She has to like hire a team. And at this point, she starts calling herself, I'm just going to say it, an entrepreneur.
Oh, she says it weird?
Honestly, sibilant S's, an entrepreneur. It's entrepreneur, Audra. And she says it so much. She's like, and then like all the book talk people who do like videos about her are pronouncing it the same way because that's how she pronounces it. And I swear
and
to
they
God,
they're not being like funny about it.
They're not being mean like we are. Mean and like super awful. So yeah.
Entrepreneur.
I am an entrepreneur. Yeah.
N-E-W-E-R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what she has? What is the R? The crunchy R?
Crispy R.
Crispy. She got some crispy R.
Crispy.
All right. So let me just see if there's anything more of interest.
I've got another huge announcement. I'm sorry.
I love it. I know. I do.
I've got a huge announcement related to this question. I'm currently at my job right now, which is why I have my hand over my shirt. There's a logo that I don't want you to see because I will not be working at this job for much longer. Off of pre-orders only, I have sold almost enough books to have a career starting as a full-time author. 1,500 copies of that pre-order have been sold in 1 month.
1,500 times 30. If it was just 1,000 times 30.
Well, it should be 1,500 like by 25. As she starts charging 30, she's got like it's about a $5 print charge for her. So I think it would be like 25 would be what she's netting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. $37,500.
$37,500, and she ends up selling 5,000 or more than
Right,
5,000 for pre-orders.
And that's great.
Yeah.
But right now, Audra, this isn't a very good yearly job. That's all I'm saying. It's
No,
like,
no.
You shouldn't be looking at it like this is going to keep coming in.
Can I show you one of her responses?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this is a response to a TikTok post she made on 5/13. I can't remember which one it was, and it doesn't really matter. I'm calling this the 5/13 snotty answer. All right. So for this TikTok, she was answering the question, replying to Sierra's comment. This cover is so stunning. I would love if there was an option between the finished one and the mock-up because it's so uniquely gorgeous. But Sherry Silverfox has a comment. She's like, sweetie, like you said, don't give up your day job until you have 10 books out. First sales are amazing, but not sustainable. So you nailed it.
Yeah.
And then Audra responds, the $80K in profit I've made says otherwise. Yeah.
Oh, so okay. Well, so she has a place to make donations too.
She says profit though.
Well, she has donations.
That's true.
You can donate to my Ko-Fi, whatever that is.
I know. But anyway, she's saying it's $80K in profit. And then Sherry Silverfox responds, are you charging $90 per book for these numbers to be in the black? I don't know quite what that means, but it's bitchy.
For her to just be like, that's all profit.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm sure Audra has never taken home $80,000 or like seen $37,000 hit her bank account. You know what I mean?
If $37,000 hit my bank account,
right,
it would be gone the next day.
What would you buy?
Everything
Would you
I
buy
could
a
possibly
car?
could.
Give me a new car.
Yeah. I don't know. I think my brain might explode with the possibilities.
I have no idea how much a car is. It might be more than that.
I don't know either. I should never get a car because it's the first thing I will do is crash it.
Yeah.
But anyway, Audra responds, no, babe. Do the math. I retain most of my profit, darling, from the TikTok shop and can buy large amounts of books in bulk. Sorry you're jealous, though. So she's sassy.
I mean, this whole
is her audience.
time, she has had no problem being a huge bragger. Like,
and a brat. Yeah.
And I'm going to say something mean again.
Go for it.
I notice that a lot with people that I perceive to be on the spectrum.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're not picking up on how people feel about what they're saying. So a lot of times they're just like, oh, yeah, I can beat 100 levels of that.
Oh,
or
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
I'm being like Kip from Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Because, and maybe it's like an archetype of a person who has never been the winner.
Oh, yeah.
So they are constantly trying to prove how good they are. You know what I mean?
No, you are totally nailing her. We will see this like elevate and escalate as we go through this story.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's the thing.
But it's like, don't come online and tell us you need a bigger apartment and you're going to quit your job.
Yeah.
Like, you just look stupid.
Yeah, well, but she does it in this way as if she's like totally in control. I'm a businesswoman. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm a full-time. She's just taking on this mantle of professionalism before we have even had a written excerpt of this.
There's nothing.
And also, that's on people who ordered. She's showing you a lot of pretty pictures, but you have absolutely no idea, like, what is this book about?
Right.
But she does at one point release 4 pages
Okay.
of the first chapter. Ooh, and also, everybody, at one point during the week as I was researching, I made a recording of the entire first chapter because we were able to find the book.
The book.
Katie was able to find the book for me online.
The book has been taken off. That's why.
It's been
It caused quite the stir.
It caused quite the stir, but we'll find out why it's been taken off. But anyway, maybe at this point we could.
Yeah. Do you want to play your dramatic reading?
Yeah, we'll just insert it later.
Yeah.
So now you'll know
what
we're
sounds
talking
like?
about.
Yeah.
And also, I've added a little bit of my own color commentary during the process of reading it. It's no big deal. You'll definitely get the gist of what we're dealing with here.
The Age of Scorpius by Audra Winter. Chapter 1. Someone had rewritten the history of Conviction Woods, the cursed forest I called home. Despite all the text describing Conviction Woods as eternally uninhabitable, there are hundreds of wartime artifacts scattered amongst the forest's grounds. The records have been altered to hide the truth of Guardian's last war, a truth that allowed the woods to protect those mysteriously meant to survive beyond its boundaries.
We have an initial chapter reveal on June 14th, which is 2 weeks before it drops, shall we say.
Okay.
Because she publishes on June 30th. So here's the video about the reveal. But let's look at some of the comments after somebody points out eternally inhabitable reads oddly because inhabitable means livable, but the context suggests it was supposed to be uninhabitable or cursed.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's already on the first paragraph, she's using words wrong. And I think I actually, in the recording I made, I pronounced it as uninhabitable, but it's written as inhabitable and it's wrong. And then Shannon says, I'm confused what wartime artifacts have anything to do with the woods being inhabitable. And then, okay, so somebody asks her, what kind of criticism are you open to? You can always hear their teeth clenching as they say it.
Yeah.
And she responds, I am not sure if you are someone in the writing realm, but in case you're not, authors are advised not to give much of our attention to opinion-based negative criticism after a point of completion. We are heavily warned against reading our reviews after release in both traditional and indie publishing spaces.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah. Oh, and then she continues, genuinely, thank you for asking. I'm happy to take constructive criticism from others who genuinely, all caps, help with familiarity in the writing creative realms. She's such a little elitist.
Yeah.
Recently, I've had opinion-based criticism that is not meant to be constructive, but meant to harm. And so she's starting to read the comments on her initial 4 pages. It clearly should be uninhabitable. That's one of the key points of the book is that only select people can survive in Conviction Woods. It's a key point of the first chapter.
Okay.
That only certain people can survive, are admitted into Conviction Woods. Otherwise, the hellhounds come after you.
Girl, I hope the best for you, and I'm hoping you edit and rewrite this and it rocks.
Yeah.
And it seems like if it already has this art above it, it's probably done in her eyes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Can I read you this one?
Yeah.
Daniel Majo 8, please make a better intro hook. I'm begging you. She responds, oh, wait, are you talking about my videos? Because yes, I would like to fix that problem. I'm trying to come up with something better. Actually working on an animation to do with the story to act as an intro.
He says, yeah, I meant the literal spiel you kick off with, not the meat of your book, LOL. Animated would be a good idea, similar to YouTube intros that have done well for years now while showcasing your world in a few seconds.
Oh, when she says, I'm Audra Winter, I invented the world, that whole thing. Oh, that's what he's talking about. Okay.
And then she's like, I love this idea. I'll pass it to my animators.
Yeah, okay. So let's point that out. You haven't published this book, but you already have a team of artists and animators?
Yeah.
And all these editors. This has got to be costing a fucking fortune.
Yeah. This one person says, did you used to pretend to be a wolf kid in skits during COVID, or was that a different Audra? I thought they were like, were you that kid in school who wore a foxtail?
Well, no, she's actually... Did that happen?
Yeah, did you not have kids like that? I don't know. It might have been the time period.
No, you totally would have been made fun of for either having a furry shit coming out of your butt.
Yeah.
Or that, a fox had crawled up your ass like a gerbil going up Richard Gere's rectum.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know about Richard Gere's rectum. So
Well,
we didn't know.
It was more timely in my era.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, everybody, Richard Gere stuck a gerbil up his rectum and it died.
And he had to go to the ER.
Yeah.
And that is an urban legend.
Yes. I'm surprised NT Lawyer hasn't jumped on it.
He has.
Oh, of course he has.
I was like, what are you talking about?
I know.
Of course he has.
I thought it would have been an old hat for him. Anyway, okay, so there are, now that we've released these 4 pages.
She really should have put some pages out earlier.
Oh, absolutely. And I wonder why she didn't, because she does have so much like apparent confidence in her work and herself.
And these big plans of using her TikTok to get people interested.
Yeah. And so it just makes you wonder, like, why not until like 2 weeks before? Was that some sort of like marketing decision? I don't know. I honestly don't. Now it's released. About a month later, the Book Talk bitches get to it with their reviews on Goodreads.
Okay.
And I'm going to read you the first 2
Okay.
because they're barn burners.
Nice.
So this is, also, it has, as of this point, 1.56 stars on Goodreads. It never got above 1.8.
Okay. Goodreads is where everyone goes to review books and like decide what they want to read based on what other people say.
Yeah, and it's very much like for book talkers, it's very much seems to be like a social media thing because you can tell like what are people reading, what did they finish, what are they going on to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's that kind of thing for people who like books.
Yeah. Did you know
What?
this girl
Uh-huh.
who basically wishes she could be
Oh, yeah?
like she keeps doing everything that does.
Oh, wow.
To the point where I told her, I was like, she's your single white female.
Yeah, yeah.
So
There are definitely personalities that do that, though. It's so scary.
their other friend,
Yeah.
I guess, saw her Goodreads and she put on her list of want to read. I just have to tell you what the book is about because it's fucking crazy.
Oh, my God.
And so, like, that's what's crazy about this website, too, is that you can see people that you know and like what they're interested in reading.
Yeah.
You can stalk people on this.
Yep, totally.
Okay, listen to this book description.
Okay.
What if you could enter the mind of a person you love the most? Erica meets Matilda in art school and is instantly drawn to her. Matilda makes art that feels truly original, and Erica, trying hard to prove herself in this fiercely competitive world, pours everything into their friendship. But when Matilda's fame and success cause her to begin drifting away, Erica becomes desperate to keep her close. Enter Scaffold. Purported to enhance empathy, this cutting-edge technology could allow Erica to inhabit Matilda's mind and access her memories, artistic inspirations, and deep-seated trauma. Undergoing this procedure would link Erica and Matilda forever. But at what cost? Blisteringly smart, thought-provoking, and shocking. Immaculate Conception, that's what it's called,
Okay.
offers us a portrait of close friendship, achingly tender and twisted, that captures the tenuous line between love and possession that will haunt you long after you turn the final page.
Don't get too attached to your skin because she's going to wear it.
I finally said, have you blocked her?
Uh-huh.
And she was like, no, I've never blocked her. And I was like, block her
Yeah.
now.
No. Yeah. No, you
You
need
know?
to just get her as far away internet-wise as possible.
I think is just being polite.
That's the thing. That's the thing with these like Midwestern fucking people.
No, and I'm like, you think so deeply
Yeah.
about what will make people mad at you.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Uh-huh. But you do too.
I do too.
Yeah. I think we all do it in our own way.
I guess I'm just, because she's younger too. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I remember being that age.
Well, because
And
now...
then I want to be like, honey, it's okay.
Yeah. Well, because now you can see it at least, even though it's
Thank God.
Yeah, yeah. But it gets frustrating because it's like you go through this stage where
Right, where you can't see it.
you can't see it, and then you can, but you still like have the
Do
habit
it.
of like
Okay.
constantly worrying what other people think.
Right.
Wait until you're 50. You won't give a fuck anymore.
I love it.
It's gonna be great.
I'm 50 years old.
50. Okay, so I'm gonna read the first 2 reviews by Zara. 1 star. Zara says, would have been DNF, which in book talk lingo is did not finish.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
like, do not resuscitate.
Do not fuck.
Because all I remember is DNR.
Yeah.
That's what's on my will.
All I remember is DTF.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Somehow
DTF,
we got there.
DNF.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Great. Would have been a DNF, but I made myself finish it because I wanted to give it an honest shot. To say it was poorly written, poorly developed, and poorly edited would be an understatement. She has even misspelled her own made-up words. The characters are especially irksome, all flat and flawless with the exception of Avia, who is obnoxious but not nearly as bad as the other characters made her out to be. Kaya comes off like a bully and a busybody for getting involved in Avia and Rika's sister relationship, though the narrative paints her as righteous and noble. None of them are likable, and for all the authors talk about emotions, nothing these characters feel comes across as earned in any way. This is why when someone tells you your book isn't ready, you don't just dismiss it because it's not something you want to hear.
Right.
It's a shame because the concept has potential. I don't think so. But we'll talk about that. But it needed so much more time, all caps. 10 years of writing means nothing when you were a barely developed individual for most of it. Good point. Books that were written by teenagers read like they were written by teenagers. And in this case, The Age of Scorpius reads like it was written by a 12-year-old. 10 rewrites or 25. This author's writing never developed beyond the skill of a child. I'm baffled. Zara. Oh, and then while I commend her passion for her project, her success in popularizing her book as well as building a fan base before even publishing a single word is her only impressive feat.
Yes.
Perhaps she should consider a career shift to literary marketing.
Yes.
Zara, drop the mic, girl. Yeah, she basically nailed it. You guys heard the excerpt. It's not good.
Excerpt.
Experts.
I'm the Nathan this time.
Okay.
What happens in the first chapter and what made you go, oh, I can't read the rest of this?
Okay. It was her attempts, for me.
Yeah.
It was her attempts at lyrical writing that I thought were ham-handed and revealed somebody who obviously did not read, but wanted to be a specific kind of lyrical writer.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
And this person is the idea is good, which is everyone is from a different area based on their astrological sign.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they have different powers based on their astrological
okay.
sign and their parentage.
Okay.
And the thing is, it's
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Astrology is one thing.
Uh-huh.
That's interesting. Then when you said parentage, I was like, oh, therapy. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about why you're this way. It's because of your parents or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm make that compelling and fantasy.
Well,
that might not be what that
the thing is, there is I don't really know how it works, but a lot of people have pointed out a flaw in the parenting thing where it's I guess they want to have babies at a particular sign, and they'll get in trouble if they're not of a particular sign, in their world. But,
kind of The Giver, where it takes place in a dystopia.
I swear to God, somebody mentioned The Giver in the context of this. Yeah.
Because when you're 12, you read The Giver.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a dystopian novel.
Like Divergent?
Yes.
Okay.
And they even decided to make it into a movie around the same time that they made Divergent into a movie. But Divergent has action in it.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas in The Giver, when the kids turn a certain age, which is probably when puberty would start, they start taking pills that suppress.
Oh.
They take the pills to suppress their hormones or whatever.
Puberty blockers, yeah.
Yeah. And they also all start doing what their job is going to be, and it gets assigned to them.
Yeah.
And the giver is a guy who's very old, and he holds all of the memories of everyone in this area or community. I don't know how big things are.
Yeah.
And neither does anybody inside the community.
Oh, okay.
And
this sounds really good.
It is.
Yeah.
And the main character is a boy, and he gets chosen, hey, you're going to take over for the giver. So his job is to go learn from the giver.
Oh.
So I think he has to stop taking the pills.
Oh.
Because he has to hold emotion. Everyone is getting all of that shit suppressed.
Yeah.
And he has to experience it and experience everything that happened in history before that is like depression and
Yeah.
war and all this terrible shit.
But doesn't have any tools because they've grown up not like in an eternal
right,
emotionally
and they don't want
repressed
anyone
childhood.
else to feel these things.
Oh, well, no, that's interesting because part of the, like, in this book, the Scorpio code is that you can't ever feel anything. Yeah,
so she just read The Giver.
No, it's basically, it's like, it's a lot of people are like, it's super derivative. This is not terribly
It's
unique.
like many other books that you read at that time that probably shape you.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But yeah, being so young and not really knowing why she found those topics interesting, I'd say. Not having a lot of time to reflect.
Yeah, and that does, like, as Zara the reviewer said, that does also reflect the fact that she was, like, so young when she did this. Because usually what happens is, like, when you're starting as a young creative person, you, like, mimic.
Yes.
That's how you figure out what you like, who you are, how you want to express yourself.
Brittany.
Yeah.
And her accent.
Exactly.
Yeah. And whatever.
It seems like since she's, like, so special interested in this world of Guardian, it's just, this is where the paracosm maladaptive daydream, or the paracosm becomes a disorder because it seems to have, allegedly, I'm just theorizing, to stop her from, like, growing up fully. It's
this
like, it might
woman,
be
Audra?
Yeah, it might be like her paracosm of the world of Guardian
Oh,
is
totally.
a way of, like, her.
She dissociates.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Not disassociates, dissociates.
Well, since you said it earlier, I wanted to say it right.
You did great.
The poor dear.
So,
I'm seeing what a problem she is.
Yeah, about a month later, as, like, the reaction is, like, getting codified as this is a shitty book and nobody likes it.
Yeah.
We start getting some TikToks from Audra first.
Okay,
this is just, I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
Because it's alt text. It was brought to our attention today that the ebook for the Age of Scorpius has many errors that cause its quality to be subpar in comparison to the paperback and hardcover. In my rush to release the ebook, I did not proof with the same attention and care I gave to the physical copies. I'm deeply sorry for the disappointment this oversight has caused.
Oh, yeah, that was a lie, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, no, because this is just the first reaction to...
The ebook before the shit ships?
No, this is just her first reaction to the criticism that she's getting. Like, she's had a month to, like, take it all in. And what she's choosing to focus on is the fact that the ebook has errors and wasn't edited in the way that the physical copies were edited, quote unquote. All right, so that's number one. And then we have a big announcement. This coming Monday, August 4th, I'll be making a big announcement. I've been absorbing all the feedback on the Age of Scorpius, and it's become clear I missed the mark. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. She's able to take in that feedback in a realistic kind of way.
Yeah.
We think. My team and I are cooking up a way to make it right. I'm determined to make this book the best it can be. Until Monday, I'm staying offline, blah, 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 blah. It's more text. So, okay, great. We're making progress. She's acknowledging that the quality of her book is maybe not what she wants it to be. And then this is her announcement on August 4th.
My name is Audra Winter, and I am going to be redoing this book.
Don't make fun of her eye makeup because you'll make me make fun of her eye makeup.
My entire life flipped upside down.
Well, she's rich now. She wants us to know.
She is all glammed up.
I absolutely lost sight of what was most important, and that was delivering my voice and my story in the best way that I could. I did myself an injustice, and I did my story an injustice, but I don't give up. I especially don't give up on the thing that matters the most to me, and that is storytelling and bringing other people joy. So here is what I am doing to make that right. We're re-releasing the entire thing. I have taken the feedback and the criticisms that I've received, especially in the past week, and I have discussed them and processed them in this time that I was not on the app, and I genuinely so badly want to make this the best that it can be. I am recruiting a copy editor and a proofreader from my audience.
This TikTok is so long.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what she says, or is this
Honestly, I think we have to go through this one.
Okay.
Because it really does, like, illustrate, like, a turn in things, I think. We'll see. If it doesn't get there by the halfway point, we can stop and go to the next one.
Yes, so
she's long-winded.
people that are watching my dialogue.
So literally everything, Audra. Literally everything.
And she needs all new editors because she didn't have any to begin with.
But she said she had a
No.
developmental editor from the Hunger Games.
Well, I think we can tell from reading it that we didn't have anybody.
Yeah. You know what? That's the thing. It's hard to tell if she did have these editors.
Unless she found somebody on Fiverr or something. You know what I mean?
That could very well be true.
Like she found somebody that she didn't really know anything about them.
But from reading the first chapter, even a basic copy edit would have caught, like, there's
many
literally
things.
words missing. There's misspellings. It's really just, it's bad. It's amateurish. And
I don't know. It just seems like she's performative, you know?
Absolutely, yeah.
And so for her to say all of this now is really interesting because she doesn't really seem to clock what she said in the past. Or does she eventually say,
No.
Now I know I said I had all these editors.
No. At this point, it's interesting because, like, more and more of these fibby inconsistencies start popping up.
Yeah.
So, and also that developmental editor from the Hunger, she was a she was a developmental marketing editor. So she wasn't actually on the book. It had something to do with how she was
marketing it.
Maybe, like, you can write this so we can market it better. I don't know what that means.
How do we even know that she used that person?
We don't.
Who said, oh, it was the marketing developmental editor?
There's a creator on YouTube, a booktube. Her name's Meredith Navaco, and she actually did like figure out who she had used, who this developmental editor was.
Yeah.
And another editor that Audra used, and she contacted them. And they said she was very nice. We read the book. We gave her notes.
Okay.
Like, they have no responsibility for whether or not Audra decides to take those notes.
Right.
And I don't think Audra did. I don't think Audra takes criticism well. I think Audra's a fucking control freak. And she's like, it's her way or the highway.
Yeah. So when she's like, I want people to audition for this and put as many marks all over everything as possible.
Yeah. And she thinks this, like, I don't know, what does she make? Like $200,000 from the 5,000 pre-order?
I don't know.
That is what she's basing this business on, is, and she
all this money.
Yeah. Yeah. And she'll say, she's like, and I created a 6-figure business as an entrepreneur. Now she sounds like Janice from the Muppets. I created a 6-figure business as an entrepreneur.
Well, she looks like Janice when she talks because she's so, like, stick up her ass that she might as well have, like, her eyes closed.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, I just felt like, wow, what a great way to get engagement on TikTok. And be like, I'll fucking edit your book, this fucking piece of shit.
Well, that's the thing. People also, after this came in, people advised, like, after this TikTok, people advised her, it's like, don't get an editor from your audience.
Right.
Like, find a fucking professional to do it right.
Yeah,
because
what's
this is
been
the problem.
happening? Right.
Yeah, I think she gets it edited and she doesn't take the edits.
Right.
Yeah, it's
That's
so
what
weird.
It seems like.
It's so weird. It's just like having
so she's
a famous
like,
editor.
I know, I'll just get a new person.
Yeah. I don't know how she expects it to be different if she's literally going to do nothing.
I just think that's common for young people. And there's always this, like, well, I didn't like that, so I bet I could find somebody that I like better. And it's not really, it doesn't really think or look into the problem.
Yeah.
It's just, let's move on. And I'm not really going to look inside at whatever it is that I'm doing wrong.
No, absolutely. And I wonder, honestly, okay. As I was growing up, I knew very young what I wanted to do. I started taking singing lessons. I was doing acting. I was doing theater and everything. And in that environment, when you're a young professional or semi-professional, like I said, you learn to take tough notes real fast. It's just the way it is. You have to. It's a time thing. Nobody has time to coddle you. You need to get up there and do it.
Right.
And do it in a certain way.
Right.
So it makes sense. And I understand that sometimes people from other art forms, and I feel like writing can really feed into it, like they don't have that sort of quote unquote tradition of, like, tough criticism. And you can write yourself into a self-loving stupor if you never show it to anybody and think you're a genius for years and years. For 10 years. And if you never, like, the thing is, as a performer, people are telling you. Like, you have no say in whether or not they tell you anything.
Yeah,
as a
and
writer,
the art
you don't.
form is performed in front of people.
Yeah, so you get that. Like with improv, it's just immediate feedback. They laugh or they don't.
Right, you know immediately.
Yeah, and that's how you learn, and you learn pretty fast if you perform a lot because it's like a natural thing.
Right.
It's a Pavlovian response.
Right.
You get funnier because you figure out what makes people laugh. But she has not done that. But part of it is, it's also, am I wrong to think like maybe it is a generational thing?
No, I don't think you're wrong.
Okay.
Because why do they say all this shit about, like, because you and I don't have kids.
Yeah.
We're not really hanging out with Gen Z or whatever gen it is that we're saying has helicopter parents.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I think they said about millennials that we all got participation trophies and like, that's fucked up. But now it seems like parents aren't parenting.
Okay.
That's what I hear.
Uh-huh.
And look, I'm not speaking from experience. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But now I think like as we move forward, I think like that was a problem. Now everybody's parents has an iPhone.
Yeah.
And it's like they're looking at their phone instead of looking at their baby.
Yeah.
And, And then I don't know if then, because what I hear from my cousin who's a teacher is that like a lot of behavioral problems, which means not a lot of parenting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which then I think if you go to certain schools, it's like, what do we do? What we do at the school is make the parents happy. And it's not educate to the best of our ability.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but it seems to be a pattern of what we're seeing.
Yeah.
But
I'm just seeing
seems like it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of young people who cannot take criticism in any form, who cannot cope with bad feelings.
Exactly.
And I just like, what is this? I feel like everybody's raised to feel like they're special nowadays. And it's like everybody's special, but nobody's special. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, because when I was in school, everyone was taking AP classes and it was like, you got to kill yourself so you can go to college.
Yeah.
And it's like,
that's very much a millennial thing, I noticed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, how would we just go so directly opposite to that? I don't know.
Oh, well, no, Gen X, we were angry, we were apathetic, we didn't want to work for anything. Like, because we were just like, we actually had it pretty easy.
Yeah.
Before 9/11.
Okay.
Like the 90s were like, the mid-late 90s
pretty
were
cool.
pretty great.
Yeah.
Like they were boom times. So I think it was more like a sense of apathy in terms of like, well, what do I do? But then with the recession and also like all the technological advances, I think the millennials got helicopter parented because there was more like access to each other in a family. Like you don't have to just like leave for 12 hours and come back when the lights get on. They can like track you.
Yeah, maybe that's like the Zennials too.
Yeah.
Like in between, because my parents weren't tracking me. I'm not of that age. But yeah, I guess what's different, it's like the technology, and it's not really always making everything better. It's like we're still trying to figure out the right way to.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, also, I don't know if it's totally the technology doesn't help, but I also think 9/11.
Okay.
In terms of an American just assuming safety and prosperity.
Yeah.
That was a big trauma for most Americans, and especially like probably most Americans who had young kids at that point.
Right. But then if you think about, we all experienced the trauma of 9/11.
Yeah.
You want to shield your kid from that kind of trauma. And then you don't think about it logically.
Yeah.
It's just an inherent thing that you want to do.
Yeah.
Think Jamie Spears, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
His mom killed himself. He wants to shield Britney from that.
Yeah.
By taking total control of her life.
Yeah. Yeah. And
so
denying to the world that she has severe mental illness.
So that now it is a fight within the fandom and everyone else being like, she shouldn't be free. She should be free. Let her kill herself if she wants, whatever. But it is like she never got any kind of whatever you call it when you have your own ideas, identity, and
individual, whatever,
and like drive.
Yeah.
What does Britney want to do?
No, you're right, because she was just constantly. I love how everything we say
Everything
now
comes back to
everything
Brittany.
comes back to Brittany, guys. This is the way life is.
I can't stop thinking about her. I don't know about you, but
honestly, ever since you introduced me to her, she has slowly become a part of my life.
I know.
In a way that I'm not totally against.
Yeah.
She's it's a fascinating story, and there's only going to be more coming out through the years.
Yeah.
And she's Brittany. She's a human being. I know she's not just a story, but it is it's going to be an interesting take on celebrity at the beginning of the millennium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Britney Spears and 9/11.
Yep. Brittany, it all comes down to Britney Spears.
Taxes.
T-shirt idea.
Yes.
Britney Spears and 9/11.
Okay, let me tell Tawny.
Yeah, tell Tawny.
But yes, I do think that there's a generational difference, and we can sit and hem and haw and try not to sound judgmental all we want, but there's something.
Yeah. Now that we've had our boomer moment, let's move forward. Okay, do we want to watch the rest of this?
Let me scroll. And just see. Oh my God, this is a 9-minute video.
Oh.
Grappling with my entire life. I am somebody who is neurodivergent.
No, girl. No.
We don't care about. Well, the thing, she is also, that's an interesting kind of autism, maybe OCD thing. She's like repeating herself constantly.
Yeah. I mean, I think her thing could be really just needing to say all of these things to people, because it seems like, because she doesn't like the criticism, so she has a lot of caveats.
And she's trying to control her world verbally. Oh, we have to watch this one?
Okay.
Because it bleeds into other things, but this is her not being chill.
Sweet.
Yeah.
My name is Audra Winter.
My name is Audra Winter. I am the author of this book. It was released about a month ago, and I have lived through the worst week of my life because of it, and the past week. And
the makeup is off.
I just wanted to come on here and talk about it, and be genuine and express the things that I have been through in the past week, because I'm literally living through my worst nightmare and my biggest heartbreak. If you're not familiar, I have spent a very long time working on this world that I started building when I was 12, and I'm 22 now. And throughout that time, it is the only thing that has stayed consistent in my life.
Yeah. No, it's not. This is your whole world.
Yeah. That's why I'm paracosm, maladaptive daydreaming.
And you know what? Maybe her parents were neglectful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go to therapy, Audra.
Well, Audra, go to therapy. Also, it's one thing that she does is whenever I think she's backed into some kind of corner, psychologically, she goes towards pity marketing. So, yeah.
Again, a marketing genius. I don't have a background in marketing. I also didn't have a marketing plan. I don't play an internet persona. This is genuinely who I am, day in, day out.
And she's like, everything I do is a miracle.
I do also think that this generation is really good at talking themselves up, which I don't feel like I was brought up to be.
Oh, no. We were, absolutely not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whenever I've had a bad job interview, which has been a lot,
yeah,
I've been like, yeah, I'm not a narcissist.
Yeah.
And I actually don't think you want one working here. But in a job interview, that is what you want.
And I got to tell you, at my job, I think there have been a lot of people who have talked a really good game about themselves.
Exactly.
And then they last about
don't have
3
it.
fucking days.
Right.
Because they just, yeah. Anyway, all right. But we have to finish this one.
We do?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do it.
The amount of emotions that I was just thrown into in a short period of time, from the time that I listed that pre-order and the time that I established an LLC, was 2 weeks. All of a sudden I was going into attorneys and I was like, what do I do? I was not expecting this to happen. And I think I want to build a business off of this. I want to keep being an entrepreneur. I want to put everything that I have, now that I have this, let's put it into this, because this is what I want to live the rest of my life around. I ended up in late June, early July, packing and shipping and signing 5,000 books with a very small team, literally with my parents and 3 other people. Sarah, if you're watching this, I really appreciate you. And the last month have experienced more fear than I ever have in my entire life. That fear, surrounded the fact that I had put every single thing in me into this book. Every single thing. And it is terrifying to ship 5,000 of these out to that many people at once, all receiving this highly anticipated, talked about thing. I've been on TikTok since 2018. I was there for hit or miss. I know that a lot of times, especially with like certain medias and creative avenues, it takes one negative video to spin it out of control.
She writes, "This was before the current situation. You can see a change in my demeanor and eyes after I started posting about shipping books out. I just wanted people to enjoy it, and I was so scared of people hating it."
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you release any sort of creative attempt.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrifying. I always say before we started this when we started this podcast and we dropped the first episode, I was fucking freaking out because I was like, everybody's going to hate me.
Yeah.
And now I don't give a shit what you think.
It only takes time.
I love you guys. I love you. I really do. But also I don't care.
I love you, but if you have the wrong opinion, then fuck you.
A couple days ago, I was up early and I was scrolling through my For You page. I unfortunately came across a video of another author talking about me. I felt something change in me that moment. The amount of heart dropping that I felt while watching that video will stick with me forever. And I opened these comments and there's tons of people all going, "I was worried about this video was about me until you said these numbers." I just sat there for a little bit and went, how can you say that you were worried that it would be you? And then proceed to turn around and say that about another author.
I don't know what the fuck she's talking about here. It doesn't make much sense. I have the video.
Oh, okay.
I think it's there are people commenting who are afraid. It's oh, I thought this was going to be critical of my book. And she feels some sense of betrayal from that, which I don't fully understand.
All right.
I can show you the video she's talking about. This horrible, mean video from a horrible, mean person who fucking hates her. It's always about this one video that she points to as the thing that just ruined everything for her. And it's by another author named T.L. Lewis. He's a nasty man.
I finished one of the worst fantasy books I've ever read, and we're going to talk about it. If you're an indie author and you're thinking about publishing your book, please stick around and watch, because this is something that you really need to hear. So this book that I'm talking about, I'm not going to mention the author. I don't want to give them any unwarranted hate from any people. I only have 200 followers, so I doubt that happened anyways. When I went into that book, it was very evident from the first couple of paragraphs that this was an unseasoned author with an unseasoned voice, which, fine. I will give an author grace, especially an indie author who is doing it themselves and they're trying to make a name for themselves, because that's something that I intend to do. Now, being a debut author does not mean this is the first book that they've ever written and it's the first book that they're publishing. It just means that it's the first book that they've published. But what a lot of indie authors do is they write their first book, they get excited, they start talking about it online, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and then they decide to publish that first novel that they wrote as their debut. The book was something that they had worked on for 7, 8, 9, 10 years, however long it was, but it was years. And when I started reading the book, it was very evident that they did not grow very much as a writer in those 10 years. It felt like what they were doing was adding a lot of world building or magic, whatever it was. And that's what the marketing was toward, was the magic, was the world, were the characters. I saw the marketing, I saw the blurb, I thought it was something I would give a try, and I did give it a try. But afterwards, that's when I went to the Goodreads reviews. Now keep in mind, this book sold thousands of copies on pre-order. They're selling thousands more as we speak. And it is an unfinished product. It is 100% an unfinished product that was probably unedited and just shoved out to the people because people were asking to read it. And those Goodreads reviews, when I went and checked, were at like 50, which is not a lot, but had an average rating of 1.8. It's not a finished product. It hasn't been edited. And so what does that mean? They're going to get flooded with more reviews, with reviews that are going to be very negative and are just in those reviews. The people leaving those have every right to do that.
Does he say much more?
No, I think that covers it. But isn't he a fucking bastard?
Oh my
what
God.
What a rude piece of shit.
I would never talk to him.
No, he's jealous. He's a jealous hater.
I see the comment though.
What?
Me, about to go into cardiac arrest thinking it's my book.
Oh.
Quote, it sold 3, 4, 5, 6,000 copies on day one. Me. Oh, thank God, it's not me.
I'm not that successful.
So I think Audra is just mad that person wrote that.
Yeah.
It's like
she's very sensitive. Yeah. This is the kind of criticism I'm talking about that people should get used to. People shouldn't call you a dickhole or bad because you can't do something the way that they want you to. But this is great, tough criticism. It's coming from a place of love.
Saying like, you don't have to publish your first book.
That's what everybody says. It's like, well, okay. What Audra says, she wrote 10 books in this world. But what she later says is, instead of editing a draft, she would just start an entire other draft. And she's counting that
as another book.
But
when it doesn't move the story forward or anything.
It doesn't move the story forward, and it doesn't help you as a writer.
No.
Because you're not editing.
Right.
Yourself first.
No, she's just spending time in her world.
Exactly. Yeah. She's spending time in her world, but alternatively building these like big dreams of being like a mega fantasy author.
Right. Who doesn't want anything that comes with being like consumed by a lot of people and them having things to say about what you created.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also it's like her constant focus on like, and it becomes more and more as the process goes along. She's talking more and more, I'm an entrepreneur with a team of artists, and I've created this space for artists to come together. And now I want it to be a collaborative effort. I'm like, bitch, just write a book.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the fucking world. Just go in, edit your book, publish it, write it, revise it, get it done. You don't, this is what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
You don't need all this shit.
Yeah.
But that's her way of insulating herself.
Yeah.
From the criticism while pretending to take it in.
Yeah. I would be actually very interested for her to go to therapy. I don't know if there's anything big there or if it's just not something that she's used to.
Yeah.
Being perceived by lots of people.
Like just having to deal with like mass opinion is tough for anybody.
Right.
When you're thrown into it like that.
But we talked so much about AA last week.
Yeah.
And I will say like something good about AA. You do a lot of work on seeing, so like when you write down all these people that you could have wronged.
Oh, yeah, as we talked about last week.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
And I'm listening back to it and I'm like, oh, you don't know why. The reason why is, I guess the thought process is if you don't work out whatever went wrong there, you might drink over it again. And so what might be good is if you start to see a pattern in your behavior.
Okay.
And see what you contributed to the problem.
Oh, and then you can free yourself of that like trigger of I'm drinking because I don't understand what went wrong.
Exact.ly.
Oh, okay. All right.
Or whatever it is. Yeah. But
I'm still not apologizing. Fuck you all.
That's the thing. There were so many that would be like, I can take so much responsibility for all of this stuff because now I understand what I did.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm just going to talk about what I did. Anyways, it's very helpful in the way that you realize that coming into any sort of conflict, everyone is defensive.
Yeah.
So if you can admit to something, you can immediately take the defenses out of the other person too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And she hasn't learned that at all. She doesn't know any of this.
Yeah, no. And honestly, it's like to listen to her in the video before the review video by the guy, it's very concerning.
Yeah, it is. Like with the dissociation, it is the maladaptive daydreaming thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, that signifies like a deeper problem.
Well, it's like this world is stripped from her now, in a way.
Right.
So she has to quickly build a new context around which she can be an achiever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also it's like she does like intimate, she doesn't directly say it, but there's like definitely some like a theme of self-harm, potential self-harm.
Really?
Yeah, in that video, she talks about like I did not feel safe.
Right, and she says like how she looked like and she wasn't eating.
And she wasn't eating. It's like, girl, you need to get to a hospital.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like for her to spend all this time in this world.
Yeah.
And then for her to put that out for other people to judge.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, have her whole world stripped away from her. Which is probably the worst thing to do if she relied on this so much. I'm just wondering.
Only coping skill.
Yeah, what's going on that she needed to cope so much?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, she does say she did have PTSD. There's a whole side scandal.
Oh, she did say that.
There's a whole side scandal that people like to point to that says like she's a scammer. Because apparently she did like a GoFundMe or Kickstarter for a service dog for PTSD, but it was like a $19,000 service dog. But it just seems like people gave her the money and she bought the dog.
Yeah.
It was just like, okay, well, if people are going to pay for your dog.
I know. You had the balls to create a Kickstarter.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't have the balls.
Yeah. I'd love a $19,000 service dog who can like give me therapy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That TikTok is the last we have heard from Audra directly.
Okay. Really, like she's not out there saying anything.
No, she's not out there saying anything because her new editor, some person named, I think, Elrose, has taken over for Audra. Just briefly, what has happened is Audra has decided, like I said, that she wants this to be like a collaborative thing with like art, and she's got all these plans for like sprayed edges on the book, and like there's going to be more art and more maps, and we're going to do like weekly drops, and there's a video about the editing process that I don't think we got to. Sorry, this is her last video. She cut her hair. She looks great. She does. She looks wonderful.
I believe I've been improperly introduced to you. I'm a 22-year-old entrepreneur, writer, and naturalist. Some of my favorite things are wolves, ecology, my dog, the ocean, and, of course, writing. You probably know me from that last one. In the past month or so, I have become known for what is literally my worst nightmare. So obviously, we took some time to calm down and talk with the studio and make some plans, hire an editor. So now, let me tell you exactly what my goal is, what my intentions are, and who I am. I'm a full-time author and founder of a creative studio with artists from across the world all working to develop a literature-based multimedia series centered around the Zodiac-based fantasy world that I began developing when I was 12. I want my novels to be a blend of narrative prose and artistic storytelling. My chapters are written out like a normal fiction book, but there are also critical parts of the story that are told by illustration. My aim is to uphold artistic kinship, collaboration, imagination, and innovation. I am absolutely dedicated to pioneering a new avenue of publishing that equalizes the storytelling between both writers and artists. So how'd I get here? While the short answer is a couple of scholarships, there is a much larger story to be told. When I listed the pre-order for my debut novel, it instantly took off, even when I wasn't expecting to sell more than 100 copies at most. Instead of printing my books on demand, I contacted a large book printer that publishers use and ordered my stock of books to independently distribute. This allowed me to retain a significant portion of the profit made from a book sale, and I did all of this on a very small initial budget by pre-funding from the books themselves. I ended up selling thousands of copies of my debut within a matter of 3 months. Prior to its formal release, The Age of Scorpius had over 7,000 pre-orders. If you're wondering what I did with all that money, I turned it right back into my company. I established a creative studio hiring a global team of artists of both contractors and employees aiming to further develop the series. Starting in April, I was actively establishing my business and creative studio, managing finances, marketing, team managing, revising and editing, coordinating communications, and somehow also managing to pack and ship 7,000 bubble mailer pre-packages for the pre-orders before the books had even arrived to me. I delivered 5,000 highly anticipated brand new books to thousands of people all at once. I did everything I could to make the book the best version of itself that it could be. I hired both a developmental and a copy editor, and I ended up spending days straight in my cafe for months on end. So, what went wrong, and why am I getting all this criticism? I realized a severe and critical error in my book. During the process of being thrown into the position as a business owner in April and May, I was also in the final copy edit and proofing stages of the book. From the amount of shock and exhaustion I was going through, I failed to give that critical process my full attention and fell short without even realizing it until after the book was in people's hands and this all started. If you want to know more about what exactly went wrong, we have now posted the first revised chapter to Patreon for free. Anybody can access it. And we've also posted the editor notes from both April and May in comparison to the editor notes from our editor now. I've received a ton of amazing feedback. I've talked about this in other videos and how we're actually incorporating it. But we have literally gone through every corner of the internet and found the critique from our reader base and from the audience and put them in a document. And we're having discussions as a team. I'm having one-on-one discussions with my editor. We're incorporating that. And I just wanted to say, genuinely, thank you so much for that feedback, because I am looking to improve as a writer, and I've been given this chance to improve as a writer, and I am super grateful for that, and I'm super grateful for the people who are willing to give us a second chance and give me a second chance as a writer. I love my team. I love my team, and I love what I do. It is every single thing to me. It is my entire heart and soul. 100% of my time, every waking hour and minute, goes to this. So let's try this one more time. My name is Audra Winter, and welcome to the world of Guardian. Starting in April, I was actively establishing my business and creative studio, managing finances, marketing, team managing, revising and editing, coordinating communications, and somehow also managing to pack and ship 7,000 bubble mailer pre-packages for the pre-orders before the books had even arrived.
Could you stop for a sec? It was 5,000. Now it's 7. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's not that she lies outright, but she inflates and inflates every time she talks about a thing.
I'm wondering if they're teaching them to write resumes at a really young age, because everything is so resume sounding.
You're right. No, everything is so self-promotion.
And you know how they want you to be really specific with quantitative things?
Yeah.
How many did you do?
Oh,
7,000 books.
Yeah.
And girl loves to write. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So she wrote this voiceover.
Yeah.
She wrote it like a resume. Then she put this music to it.
Yeah.
And then she has all this B-roll. She should be in marketing.
Yeah.
I don't know what she could market.
Well, no, but the thing is,
but she loves this part.
This video makes me think that she's girl bossing too close to the sun.
Yeah.
She's trying to girl boss her way out of this situation.
Yeah.
And it's not going to fucking work.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who wants to buy this book.
Anymore.
Even try to read this book again, right?
She has a Patreon now, and most of her, I am subscribed to this Patreon.
Yeah.
Most of it, actually all of it, is pretty much taken over by this person I said, the editor, project manager named Elle Rose, who is speaking on behalf
of her,
of Audra at this point.
Do you think she exists?
That's a sticky wicket.
Yeah.
It really is. But the thing is, if you have a chance to read what Elle Rose says, there's a whole section where it's FAQs, and Elle Rose is answering questions that they've gotten on TikTok, online, in reviews. And to Audra's credit, they're really tough questions.
Okay.
But Audra's not the one answering them. Elle Rose is. But Elle Rose is answering them in a way that is pretty honest, straightforward, and in an entirely different voice than Audra. So I think maybe they are a real person. But I don't, how much are you paying this person?
Uh-huh.
To edit to be an editor, to be a project manager, and to have to do all of this social media stuff. I hope Elrose is making money because she's basically taken over this entire project at this point so that Audra can insulate herself from further criticism.
Well, she's not making social media posts. She's just posting on Patreon.
And also there's the argument that it's like, oh, she's trying to monetize her failure. Yeah. But that's what people do nowadays.
And it is very Caroline Calloway.
Yeah.
In you got too excited too fast.
Yeah.
That's all. It's
Yeah.
like, is Caroline Calloway a scammer? Probably not. She just thought she could do all this shit that it was like you and I would be like, girl, why'd you think you could do all that?
So Audra has a website, and we were supposed to record this show on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
We were both lazy and tired.
Yeah.
And one of us was hungover.
Me.
Yeah.
Happy
No shame.
birthday
to you.
Thanks, Marilyn.
Happy birthday. So we have a new piece of writing
Okay.
from
Someone?
someone who the artist formerly known as Audra Winter. Because in this
I remember something you said now.
Yes. First of all, they come out as transgender using the name Milo and to be referred to as he, him.
Okay.
Okay, so from now on, we are talking about Milo. He. So Milo writes this piece, a personal piece about their experience. This is not fiction, but it has to do with a comparison of Colorado wildfires to his experience dealing with the backlash from
And how
the book.
it just kind of grew.
Honestly,
Did you read it?
I had to do text to speech
Yes.
because it's so fucking long.
Okay.
It's a novella, first of all.
Is it posted on his Patreon?
It's posted on his website, The World of Guardian.
Oh, so like anyone can read it. It's not,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, you can read it. It's called We'll leave a link in the notes. It's called High Disturbance.
Okay.
And I like that it's personal.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's a sign of development and growth as a writer and any writer.
Okay.
And especially the fact that he is willing to really like put it out there. However, the writing is not good.
Right.
Like, just Milo needs to read more, and Milo needs to write more and write more stuff actually like this piece, even though I didn't enjoy it. And it's like reading it is like eating rocks. That's how you actually develop, is by
right.
taking on these challenges artistically and emotionally that like force you to move forward as an artist.
Right.
So here's the thing.
And right now it's almost like they're working through what happened,
Yeah.
which might be good for them in some way.
This is the whole thing about Milo and this whole saga, is that through it all, as annoying as he is, just as a general personality,
Yeah.
and as many problems and the manipulativeness online with the pity marketing and the cockiness and all of that, I think anybody who has like created a piece of art and put it out into the world can understand what he is going through. And he doesn't seem to be a scammer, and he doesn't seem to be a terrible person otherwise. It's just they have this world set up to not allow any other opinion besides the one that they want to have about themselves.
Yeah, that's why it's like I was saying, this whole world and this daydreaming thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember the term.
Maladaptive daydreaming. Yeah.
This is a deep mental thing.
There's a core
Yeah.
problem here.
And
that
now
is, yeah.
I wonder if it seems like an interesting time to become another gender. And I'm wondering if he's always wanted to be a he, or if all of a sudden this just seemed like a good idea.
This has coincided with a big change in Milo's life otherwise. He has moved to Finland.
Oh.
And is in suspectedly in a possible relationship with one of the artists that he has been working with. Like, I
Do
think
we know
throughout.
how old that person is?
No, I think I don't think there's any issue around that.
It's just that this Milo is very young.
Yeah.
And when you said he moved to Finland, I was like, oh, he's still rich.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I think he moved to Finland
To be with this
To be
person.
with this person who's a very good artist named Solly.
But okay. Here's another thing they say in AA.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of things people do before they quit alcohol because they're not sure what's wrong. And it's like get in relationships and move because you're always trying to escape yourself.
Yeah.
And now they are also a whole new person.
Yes. Yeah. God. At the end of the day, I really do hope for the best.
Yeah.
For him.
I just hope that being in Finland and being in a relationship that I hope is not coercive or something.
They've known each other for quite a while.
Okay.
It seems like a solid sort of thing. Friendship,
It's
at least.
just the perfect storm, if you ask me,
Yeah.
for getting into a shitty relationship.
Yeah, but I really, like, more than any other person that we've ever covered who are
Yeah.
usually...
Just terrible.
They're just terrible demons who deserve to be in the 9th level of hell. Like, Milo, I
know,
don't
the
know.
poor thing is just so young and doesn't know.
So young, and also it's like I identify with certain things
Yeah,
that he's
yeah.
going through, and also...
And then we resent
yeah.
certain things because our generation doesn't have that. Yeah.
You know what? The reason this story is what it is right now, and it is like overflowing from book talk, is because it is this fascinating.
Yes.
In terms of like a character study, there's a lot here, and I love it.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, that is going to have to be our episode.
Yeah.
Our single episode about Audra / Milo Winter.
So, one last question. Did Milo address what's going on with the book in this new piece of writing?
No, I didn't finish it.
Okay.
But I don't
that's
think so.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
They don't really need to put that out.
What Elrose has been indicating on the Patreon, which seems like there are some really indications of like going in a healthy direction. Like,
Okay.
we're going to give Milo time
Okay.
to like,
And himself.
well, and also to write.
Okay.
Because part of the problem is Milo just hasn't written enough.
Right.
True.
True.
Of a variety of things.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for the best. Whenever I think of like people that I hate and I'm comparing them to Milo, I think of Nick Viall.
Really?
Like, not even like the most horrible person we've ever covered, but
Yeah.
I just hate him so fucking much.
You do, right?
He's just a douchebag.
Yeah.
And not even, he's a douchebag because he thinks he's so cool.
I know.
He thinks he's so woke and great.
There's a really good TikToker now that does dissect his advice to women.
Oh my God.
It's amazing.
I bet it's brilliant. Send me.
I
Send
will.
me. Okay.
I'll link it in the show notes. But thank you, Nathan, for this very long and
informative, I hope.
Yeah, story.
Yeah. It's a big one, and it frustrates everyone. So,
who knew it would turn out like this, though?
I know, right? Yeah. All right. Well, hoping for the best for Milo. Come see us at Reddit.
Nathan's favorite Reddit.
Yeah.
But also, we have a Patreon.
We have a Patreon. That's
Patreon.com/
Katie's favorite.
Online bullshit.
Yeah. So come join our Patreon.
And Instagram, online bullshit pod.
Yeah.
Reddit, online BS pod.
All right.
YouTube, you can type in online bullshit.
Yeah. Sounds good. I am exhausted.
I'm sure.
I'm exhausted. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you for listening.
We love you.
Love you. Bye.
Good night.
Trying to keep up with the trends, but it's all just a facade, man. It's all pretend. All my bullshit, that's all it is. You say